Travis Fox here with foxoptic.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new product line that we picked up, which is Tactacam. And I'll be honest with you, I seen them at SHOT this year. I was unfamiliar with their products. They make really cool, super slick little action cameras. They've been out for a while, but I want to touch right now on this thing. This is what brought my attention to the company, is this FTS. They call it, it's their FTS, film through scope. And essentially what this thing allows you to do is you can couple it with a scope that you've already got on your gun, sighted in. They send you 7 adapters. It slides right over the eyepiece. And basically at the back end of the scope, what you have is you have a little one-way mirror that allows this camera, which is mounted right here on the unit, to film everything that you see directly through the scope the same way that your eye sees it. It's a really slick little device, and I'll tell you where I think that it makes a lot of sense is for that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity hunt that you may be on, where you absolutely don't want to take any chances with an equipment failure. This thing is unintrusive. It allows you to look through the scope the way that you normally would without having to have some kind of digital device between you and the optic, that if there were a failure or something like that, you know, sure, you're not going to get the film footage, but at least you're not going to lose an opportunity. That's number one. The number two scenario that I can see playing out with this thing is they have a really slick application. They have the ability, which allows you to Wi-Fi tether to a device like I'm doing here. I'll show you that here in a minute. As a matter of fact, let's take a look through it right now. What you're going to see, I'm going to go over to the device. I'm going to point it at something out through my patio door over here. We'll take a look, and you'll see how as I zoom the magnification up and down, you know, essentially what you see, will see on here is what the camera would be recording on this device because they're Wi-Fi tethered. It's going to show you, kind of give you a rough idea of how it works under film. So let's step over here, and like just for an example, you know, so there I am across the way on a bush. I'm zooming up on that, and you can see the detail in that it's able to maintain in the camera, and how it's able to white balance through that doorway as I get through there. So a really cool thing about that is a couple of things. Is like if you were inside of a canopy, because it's using the optical zoom to get out to, like, say, a more lit portion of a field, you can white balance where some of the digital devices are digitally zooming up. They don't have that optical gain, so you'll get a whiting condition because you're not able to actually physically zoom through that. You know, the image was back here and you just zoomed into the image. So, you know, that's one of the cool things about this camera. But to touch back on where I think another really big use for this system is going to be is in training kids. It goes onto your scope in a mannerism that's unintrusive, so they're able to very naturally look down through the scope and shoot, while simultaneously you're able to see where they're holding their reticle and what their placement looks like and things like that. And beneficially, you know, I see that being a big deal, like trying to help kids get introduced in a way, you know, that's never existed really before, to see exactly what they're seeing without having to tether up with some cumbersome device like a phone in between there or something like that. So, you know, a lot of good applications for this thing. Again, it's Tactacam FTS. The full kit pack, the way we sell it on the website, includes their remote control. The remote control is handy. It allows you to start-stop the device without having to reach up over it. So if you're hunting with a kid and it's on, you know, it's on his gun, you don't have to reach up there or worry about that. You know, if your grandfather hunting with your grandson, you can hit the remote, start, stop everything for him without having to touch anything or bother him. So we're including the remote control with it, an additional battery. Although I will tell you, you know, that's more of a redundant feature in case there would be a failure or you lost the thing or something like that. The battery life has been outstanding on the thing, especially when paired with the remote, the way that works. I mean, battery life just not an issue. You know, so it's more a redundant thing. We are including a double bay charger in our kit just to kind of round things out, make it easier to keep everything going. And then a 64 gigabyte high quality micro SD card, which you're going to need to capture your video and film footage on. So again, The Tacticam product's new to our website, www.foxoptic.com. Super cool. If you have any questions at all, or if you need any help setting yours up, give me a call. You'll get me on the phone at my toll-free line, 877-806-2977. Thanks a lot and have a great day.